Therapy Army! Let's be having ya. Big up to everybody. Smash a like on the video. Giddy FC tonight. Giddy FC. Giddy FC. Get in there, Man United are back, baby. Now we're not back yet. Calm down, calm down. Don't cry for me, Barcelona. Big up. I see everybody. Everybody's getting a bit giddy. Yeah, 100%. Thank God for Varane. And I thought Varane and Martinez were amazing tonight. Thought those two were brilliant. Big up everybody. Big up Fred as well. Giving him a stick. Brilliant equaliser from Fred and Anthony Winner. It was a Brazilian show tonight. My favourites, yeah. Big up Ton. Jump on, lad. Jump on, Tom. Let me send you the link. Don't know why I sent that. But yeah, welcome to United Real Therapy, people. Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1 in the shitty Europa League. But obviously, it's a big game. The whole world was watching. First half, I didn't think we were that great in the first half. I think second half we were a lot better. I thought he changed it tactically, and I thought the substitution of Anthony works, and it worked. So big up to every one of you. Smash a like on the video. I think it's important. There are a couple of detractors like me who hates the Europa League, but I know I have to put that aside and think that it was a big game, and Man United need to get used to winning big games, and Old Trafford hosting big games, and where the players, the manager, the fans give a lot of emotional, that give it a lot. So yeah, we're not back yet. Let's not get too giddy. It's one game. We're in the last 16. That was not the semi-final of the Champions League. That was not the final of the Europa League. We're in the last 16. That's all it is, people. But I understand, obviously, that is a massive game in terms of the football optics. Two huge monster of a clubs playing against each other. So it is what it is. Big up, man. Big up Joe, my brother Joe. Joe, you need to move back to Manchester, man. Stop this, man. I need a trainer, man. I need somebody to train me, man. You need to move back to Manchester, man. I don't know what you're doing in Derby, bro. Get your ass back to Manny, man. Get your ass back to Manny. Big up. Fred. Fred will tear you apart again. Fred. Fred will tear you apart. Thank you. I thought he had a good game tonight. I didn't see him giving too many balls away. I thought he was good on the challenge. He wasn't as wasteful, 100%. And his goal, he shinned it. I don't know whatever he did, but what a finish, like a cool striker. Thoughts on Martinez, absolute monster performance. Absolute monster. Man of the match for me by absolute mile. Varane was also really close, but Varane or Martinez, man of the match, man. Absolutely brilliant, those two. Absolutely brilliant, those two. Tom, how you doing? Welcome to United Real Therapy, my son. How was that? Did you like that?
Listen, it's Europa League. It's Europa League. It's But the funny thing is, it's a better song than the Champions League.
Well, I actually love the champions. I love that, man. It makes me get the hairs on the back of my neck and my arms.
What did I tell you though? A couple of weeks ago, when we went down in that game with City, I said I wanted us to go down, and people thought I was crazy in that regard. I like us to go behind because I want to see the mentality. I want to see the fight and the desire. So long as you don't go 2-0 down like we did against Leeds, I am always confident we'll get back into a game. Mm-hmm. Whoever we're playing, in whatever form. And listen, it wasn't the complete article performance. I said in the preview it wasn't going to be that. Mm-hmm. But so long as you take your moments when they come, like we did with the Anthony goal, the Fred goal. Bruno, we should have been 1-0 in sight in the first half anyway.
Yeah.
You know, that Bruno, when he first joined, if you'd put him in this game today, that's because in the back of the net easily. No problem at all. But listen, we've got the win. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing because it means we've got 2 more games. But I think we have to take the positives out of it. We have gone up against a very brilliant side. And one person who I hope is holding some very, very salty grapes is Frank de Jong's girlfriend. Them tweets. Wow.
Tom's gone for it.
Them tweets. You come in. Frank is here on the 20th, on the 23rd. He's going to Old Trafford. Yeah, he came for a visit. As we saw, Pastor Fred. He waved the Bible at him. See you later. End of. Gave him his sabbatical. He baptized him, my guys. Baptized him, circumcised. See you later. End of. That's all I've got to say.
Tom, how did you see the game, though?
Oh, come on. I think I saw the game. Most people saw it. Entertaining. We haven't seen that many, brilliant games. The manager, even in the beginning, even before the game, I was excited. I was revved up. Listen, people talk about promoters and stuff in boxing and different sports and this, that, the other. Ten Hag's a promoter. This game didn't need to sell. It sold itself. But he gives you that extra confidence. I love this manager. I'll be real and honest with you. All of the previous managers that we've had, club legends, serial winners, I've never felt that connection with them. With Ten Hag, there's just something about him. I don't know if it's the bald hairness, if it's the persona. I don't know what it is. He just brings something. And do you know what, right? I pray. And do you know what? I will write Daniel Levy the biggest and fattest check in the world to say thank you for butchering that interview. Whoever interviewed him and said he had no charisma, whoa, what are they smoking? Listen, but they nearly did us, Nuruddin. These Spanish officials, I've told you before, this guy, he was the referee for that Europa League final. As soon as I saw him, I thought, I recognise him from somewhere. And that Europa League final was shocking against us. And no apparent the same thing today. The Kunde red card should have been a red card in the first game. If you're going to give silly willy-nilly penalties like that, then come on. He wanted to give them any chance that he could tonight. But listen, the overall game, brilliant performance. I thought it wasn't the finished article by any means of the imagination, and Ten Hag will stress that. But you've got to do what you've got to do. And we got over the line in front of our own fans and our own crowd. And at the end of the day, individual performances as well was brilliant. And it just builds the momentum going into that final at the weekend. And if I'm being completely honest, we should go in that final, no fear at all.
Well, we'll see.
No fear.
For me, it's all about tonight, today. I think they might stay at Old Trafford, some of them tonight, just to get the ice baths and whatever it is they need, man. The sleep and
yeah, they need some recovery and stuff.
I don't think Rashford was injured. I think he was just shattered.
I think he's not. Yeah. He's absolutely.
Bring Mbappe with love from Qatar. Listen, Mbappe can stay where he is, bro. He can stay where.
We've got our Mbappe. He's called Marcus Rashford. We don't need any more.
listen. To me, Mbappe, if he comes as a footballer, no, but not as if he's a prima donna that's dictating where the club is and threatening to go on all that. I'm done with that. We've had a decade of that. A decade. I want to go here. I want to go there. I don't want any prima donnas at my football club. Frankie, Malcolm, talk to me about the game. How did you see the game? Big up to you. Big up to everybody. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification because it lets you know we're live. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
Boy, oh my God. Listen. Barca fans, hold that. All the hype about saying, oh yeah, we're ready for Champions League. We have this, big squad. We're gonna win everything. Listen, man. Look, first off, I'm not gonna lie. It was dreadful. Like, I don't think we did too much going forward. I guess you could also say the same for Barcelona because they only had that one penalty and for like the rest of the half they just sat back and defended. So yeah, first half wasn't good. And I just I just couldn't wait for the second for halftime because we needed to make those changes. Bring on Anthony, bring on Garnacho, bring on these guys that can actually make a difference. And they did it, and they did. Like I don't think you could have asked him to do a better job. Like Anthony was unbelievable. Like literally, like especially the goal man. Like just the composure, just the way he just looks at the ball and just literally just passes it into the bottom corner.
Casual.
Like, just yeah, I mean, like he makes it look so easy. Like he's like, oh, I'll have that, mate. Just passes it into the bottom corner and it's 2-1. And I'm like, wow, like I think that just shows you the level that we've gotten to. So to me, it's a brilliant win. We move on to Newcastle and hopefully we can get our first trophy in a decade. So yeah, come on, you muted.
Big up HKN Music. Big up United, first English team to win a European knockout game this season. Big up, brother. Love and light to you. We need to give credit to Fred and Anthony. We give them a stick when they deserve stick. But I like to think on this channel we're quite fair. And they were the match winners tonight. I mean, Fred, that finish, Tom, absolutely brilliant finish. I don't care if you shit. I don't care. The control.
Fred will tell you apart again.
Okay.
Come on.
Fred, well, at the end of the day, listen, it is what it is. It is, honestly, it is what it is. And for me, it's a shame it's in the Europa League, innit? It's a shame that it's not in the Champions League knockout.
It shouldn't be, though. This is a Champions League game at heart. Everybody knows it. Let's be honest. You fill out Old Trafford for one part of the time, and you filled out the Camp Nou for the second part. That speaks volumes in itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Big up, Super Nick. But him and Anthony, both of them have had stick this season, and they've had stick from me. So when they do good, when they do well, and they're the match winners, they both deserved it. To be fair, because sometimes we do get little stick, and we get so frustrated with Fred. But he's one of the most frustrating footballers I have ever watched in my life. I've never watched a player like Fred. But Anthony, obviously, he's been injured. He comes on. He only trained, I think, the last couple of days. And then he comes on and changes the game. And I thought, Bruno central, that changed the game. I thought Rashford up top. I thought second half, we bossed it. I thought first half, the Weghorst didn't work. We played with a lot of panic in the first half. I don't know about you. We were getting beat.
Yeah.
They were winning all the second balls. We were too narrow in the way we pressed them. And they always had the width. They were killing us.
They use a lot of that. The wingers use a lot of that. Space on the wing.
Fullbacks.
Yeah, the fullbacks. Yeah, the fullbacks use a lot of the space on the wings.
Yeah. That's the thing that Xavi will have looked at now.
And Frankie de Jong and Busquets, both of them were dropping into to go into the back four, basically, to cover for them.
Yeah.
And they had us. And I just could not believe how easy we were giving the ball away, how everything was panic. I don't think that referee, I said it, honestly, as soon as I saw him, I'm not going to lie to you, Tom. I said it, he's a dodgy referee. I've never liked that referee. Never. Somebody needs to look it up. Have Man United won any games where he refereed? I doubt it.
I don't know. He usually rests one of the year. He usually rests like more of the European games, but I'm not sure if he's worth our games as often.
He's a UEFA registered referee. I know that. Yeah. But from majority of for last season, I think he refereed majority of the. I think he refereed the Conference League final, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember.
Think so,
anyway.
yeah.
I think he did, because I know he refereed the Europa League final when we played it. But listen, you can have all these referees in Europe and everything, but I always stick to the same point. You shouldn't rely on a referee to give you or foul your decisions. And yes, it was soft. It was soft as shit. Let's keep it real. At the end of the day, it was like you were holding your daughter at the end of the day, and he's just falling over. And it's just shy, honestly. But at the end of the day, I don't care. For whatever you call them, let Barcelona go and get the little tax investigation now or whatever by UEFA and that for all these dodgy referees that they've had on the payroll. It just comes to fruition and truth, doesn't it? Listen. But the only thing that I'm praying at the end of the day in this next round of this competition is, I swear if we get Real Sociedad, and we get more of these shite referees again. Because we know what it is. Whenever we play a Spanish club, especially in Spain, you might as well you go in there with two arms tied behind your back at the end of the day. And you look at managers like I look at such as Ten Hag, for example. He is not an easy manager to rattle by any means of the imagination. But in these two games against these Spanish referees, they have rattled him so hard. It's unbelievable.
He looked pissed, especially in the first like when Russia went down in the penalty box. He was like, literally like going out all out at the referee. I'm like, I think that's sort of the manager you want in Ten Hag, and that's sort of manager that you want. You want a manager that's reactionary, always fighting,
Passionate,
to get an appeal. Exactly. You want a manager that's passionate. You want a manager that wants to fight for his team. We had managers we had someone that like Ole before who would just just be on the sidelines and just watch as everything unfolds. But it's good that we have someone that like Ten Hag that always watches every situation 24/7.
Yeah.
Looking for very suspicious situations. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, it was a very dodgy penalty for me, if you ask me. But Dyer said, "No, man, we need to get Mbappe." Listen, so Mbappe as a footballer, yeah, Mbappe prima donna and everything that comes with him. No, thank you. Go and do the research, bro. Go and do your research. Mbappe held Paris Saint-Germain to ransom because threatening to go to Real Madrid. I don't want the prima donnas. I want a team. I don't
get the kid from Monaco. We'll take that. We'll take that version of him. Not the one at PSG.
Exactly. I don't want any prima donnas that are coming to be prima donna. No, those days are done. I had a decade of that. I don't want any more prima donnas. One of the biggest, Ronaldo, walked off the pitch making it all about himself. We don't need those. We don't need them. I need team players. If you want to come and join Man United, make sure you're a team player. Big up. We're fucking Man United. Start running pitches. Big up Alien Tenno. Fans lifted off. Big up Super Nick.
That's a brilliant comment.
How you doing there, fam? How you doing, bro?
All good, yeah?
Big up here, fam.
All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
I think, the Barcelona fans want sunshine, but it was cold. Well, talk to me there, fam. Talk to me.
Oh, I did say that again. I didn't hear you.
How did you see the game?
Well, I mean, what do you even begin? I mean, that first half, right? We started off pretty well, and then Bruno gives away a penalty out of nothing, and it was a penalty near the end. Don't even try and make out it wasn't. It was a penalty. You can't put your hands on the guy in the box.
I'm going to argue this till the cows come home. The arms were tangled, and he just put his hand. Efan, football is a fist. He didn't pull him. He didn't pull his shirt. He didn't touch his down. No, mate. No, that's not a penalty.
I can't believe you can't be gracious enough to give it up when they won. We still won and you're still complaining about it. It was a penalty. It was a penalty. It was a stone cold penalty.
It was not a penalty. And you know what? Football is not a contact sport, mate. It's not a non-contact sport. Football is a contact sport.
It's not grab someone to pull him down when they go nowhere.
That was not a pull. He didn't pull him.
Come on, no, of course he did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I don't know what game you're watching, but go on.
Tom, can you help me out here from this crazy man? Can you tell this crazy man that he's talking out of his backside, please?
No, I'll be real with you. I didn't think it was a penalty either.
Oh, come on.
No, I didn't.
Come on, man.
I just thought it was like they were going for a strolling park.
Listen. If it was the other way around, right? It was the other way around. We would have got it as well. Okay.
Yeah, we would have got it. But
we would have got it. So come on, it was a penalty,
still
right?
the same thing.
What is that maniac doing there? What is he doing? What is he doing there? Why do you listen? The reason the team was so shit in the first half after that is because it deflated them badly. They couldn't get it together. They started off so well with energy, and then bang, and then they just played. Let's keep the ball. They just took the piss out of us. Let's be honest, yeah. For the next 35 minutes, yeah. And we're lucky we didn't concede right at the end, yeah. And it amazes me, right, how Ten Hag, I don't know what Ten Hag says at halftime. I don't know what he does, right? And to get that team to come out, right, and start like that, I cannot work it out. I was thinking, what's he saying to these people? But I tell you what, I mean, how does someone like Fred change from that player to that player? I don't know how that is possible.
Crazy,
I don't know how you as a professional sportsman, right, suddenly turn out your character, right, and fight your inner demons where you can't pass the ball 6 yards and keep giving it away,
But
and then
look,
suddenly become a guy. Huh? Can you explain that to me?
Look at it now from this perspective of a fan. You take this game from this season, for example, and you take the game from a couple of seasons when we got absolutely embarrassed and took the piss out of by Barcelona, when Messi made us look like absolute mugs. You take those two different teams. The differences in those teams are in that first team that we got absolutely embarrassed in. We had no characters, no enthusiasm, no leadership. Now you've got a group of it. You've got people who've got winning mentalities and experience of winning the biggest honours. You've got 2 World Cup winners as your centre halves. What more could you ask for in that regard? You've got 5-time Champions League winning Casemiro, sits in the midfield D. You've got the likes of Fred and players like that who play alongside him for the national team anyway. So it's no difference to stick them in the team together. Same for like Fernandes, for example, the leadership and the experience that he has got, because he's got a lot of big game experience now. He's been here a while, and Rashford as well. They're adapting and they're learning. And at the end of the day, when you bring quality players in to play against your own quality players, and you have the time and the time to actually implement your style and plan, like Ten Hag has had. This is what This is what a lot of fans are saying, where you take these incompetent owners and this completely utter drought of a board away, and you bring in a proper full recruitment team, and you run the club properly on the right foundations and traditions that this club has been built on. God knows where this manager can take us. Because I all these rival fans and everything, pardon my language, Nuruddin, are shitting themselves when they're looking at this team at the moment.
Wait a second then, Tom. Wait a second, man. Look. You always talk a lot of sense, right? But can I just stop you in a second and say, listen, guys, you're talking about potential, Potential. You're talking about potential. So if you were talking to me, Tom, and it was like 3 years in, and he'd done this, and this, I'd be saying, Tom, you know what?
This is why I'm so impressed, though.
But that's what I'm saying. But look,
he had the loan market to work with when we had the bloody injury crisis.
Listen,
and
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that with that squad. Let's be honest, it's a 3rd-tier squad, 2nd-tier squad, whatever you want to call it. It's not a 1st-tier squad. Right? Let's be honest, right? He's working magic with them, but I don't know whether that's his whole team. I don't know whether it's his management. Obviously, his reading of the game is very good. There's no denying that, because he knows how to switch it. He knows how to change it, right? Now, I'll be honest with you, when he brought Anthony, I knew Weghorst, because this game, like the last game running by, this game running by even more. Yeah, he might as well be just been swimming or doing like, I don't know, Olympic basketball or something. He just doesn't look like a football on the pitch to me. He just doesn't, right? Now, I know he tries hard, but you need a certain level of athleticism in today's fast game, and he hasn't got it. Okay, so I was thinking, shit, what's gonna? And then what? I'm not Anthony's greatest fan, right? Because I just want him to come around the outside and even try with his right foot or get the crosses in, and he never does that. What he does, he's a hold-up guy on the left wing for us, yeah, and and he can score goals. But I was thinking, this is not going to work. But the way we came out in the second half, I mean, I was just shocked, and to get the goal so early in that second half obviously got us that belief again. But the way Fred played, Nuruddin's spot on. Martinez was a beast today, and Varane was as well. But Martinez, by example, the challenges, everything with that guy is the general. I'd make this guy captain. One would put Bruno captain. I'd make Martinez. I'll tell you truthfully, he would be my captain, right? Now, to be honest with you, what I'm happy about, and where I will counter what you're saying, Tom. Well, you are right, but why I'm sort of disagreeing with you a little bit is because of the time frame of this conversation. And we are getting gassed because we've got a great manager. But like I said, we don't really know how great he is till next season or the season after. At the moment, potentially, he's making moves like an incredible manager. So I just want the United fans who are getting gassed to say, guys, enjoy the win. Enjoy it all. I didn't even mind if we lost this game, like Nuruddin says. I won't lose a game because I think we're going to get found out at the end of the season. I just don't think we've got the squad to keep going. But I keep getting proved wrong. But I'm hoping that we have those wonder seasons where we manage to get in the top 4 and we win a cup. Right, that'll be a great season for me. And then get these scumbags out of the club and then hopefully start again. I just don't know. Like I said, we're still in that. We don't know whether they're going to sell. We don't know anything about it. But the thing is the dreaming that started again. The dreams of Man United supporters. Like, obviously, some are dreaming for Qatar, etc. But If we had a proper setup, a proper football director, a proper owner with this manager at the moment, the way he's acting, we could be way up there, right at the top, challenging City, challenging everyone. And that's the thing, that when you watch it, you're sort of like, you're dreaming. And that's me getting gas, thinking, my God, imagine if we could get this right. Imagine if we could get this team with a backroom staff, proper director of football, proper owners, with this manager, because he's working so much magic with what I call a second tier squad. Let's be honest. These players, I mean, in their team, let's be honest, who have they got that's past it, really? And I would say, I mean, Busquets, is in the game, but he hasn't got legs anymore. Busquets, right? But look at them, right? They just, what it is that tiki-taka and that sort of like hold the ball a little, waiting for little bits of, openings up with passes. They couldn't cope with the directness of the Premier League football, top Premier League. They can't cope with it. They just can't. And that's what they got found out. That's why they got found out, because of the speed. And Rashford wasn't even in the game, to tell you the truth. But Casemiro's positional awareness, time and time again, and Martinez and Varane, they really, really sorted us out today. We had the sort of mentality from those guys pushing forward to sort it out. Now, here's the question: why wasn't Sabitzer in the game? Can someone tell me?
Because I think with how the game was, I think Sabitzer would have been more of a player who, like you play against Leicester, where you're going to have more midfielders in the midfield. Whereas today, it's a case of you shut down Frankie de Jong, you shut down their passes forward, because Busquets hasn't got a pass forward.
No, he hasn't. No.
Balde, all those guys, they don't have a pass forward. The only person that can turn a man and drive forward with the ball is Frankie de Jong. They lost the other two players that can do that in Gavi and Pedro already through suspension and injury. So you shut Frankie
when we
de
were
Jong.
looking at those two weren't playing, because they're playmakers, to be honest with you.
I think if Pedro and Gavi started today, I think Sabitzer would have started as well.
I think you would have had
maybe. But look, De Jong couldn't do it on his own today. You saw he couldn't do it on his own. He just couldn't do it on his own. He has got the support. He needs it. And it was interesting watching him. But like Fred really, in the second half, I was like, man, this guy just drives me nuts. He absolutely drives me nuts. What a warrior in the second half. I don't know where he got that from. Right?
He's one of those players.
But just to summarize, belief with a capital B is so big in this team at the moment. It's huge at the moment. And I haven't seen this type of belief for God knows, not since Fergie left. I won't lie. I haven't seen this type of belief.
We need to win something, though. That's when we know it's changed. When we win something.
Yeah, we win. So
if we win at the weekend, then I'll admit that.
If we win at the weekend, because I'm still, I know we're getting through these games, but I'm still worried that the gas will run out. We'll just run out, because they're a very physical team on Sunday, and I'm thinking, whoa, are we gonna do this again? Maybe it's a game too far. I do think even when we're coming into a game like today, I thought this was a game too far for our squad, because, like you said, fatigue, etc. But we seem to be having this sort of crazy, sort of deeply unpredictable season where we're playing out of our skin and against what every pundit and everyone's predicting. Even Nuruddin's not predicting we're going to win all these. He's saying no, we're going to get gassed out. We're going to fall at some point. So it is incredible, but it's interesting. The fans are getting gassed up, but I'm saying, guys, enjoy it. But let's hope we win something. Let's hope we actually achieve our outcomes, even though at the moment we're enjoying the ride. But let's hope we actually win something at the end of the season. That's all I'm saying. And it was a penalty, by the way. Yeah, everyone. I watched. I listened to the comments. You know, you give the comments. You are jokers, man. You are jokers. Seen them all on your side. He was not a penalty. Not a penalty. Oh my God! Come on, guys. Come on.
Big up somebody else. United Real Therapy. Eric Ten Hag, Fred Aston Mosquito, marking Frankie de Jong.
Yeah,
he did a better job in the second half.
Nuruddin, they were in total control in the first half. They were just like playing with us.
Natural fear, no one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It takes a lot for them to do that. Big up, Alien Turner with a super chat. That win tonight, just mentality won us a cup on Sunday. Just mentality won us a cup on Sunday. That win tonight. Yeah. Big up, Alien Turner. Osimhen overpriced. Yeah. We're talking about Osimhen. Man United potential Europa League round 16 opponent Fenerbahce. Farrakos. I can't say that.
Ferventure.
Yeah,
Frank
Jeez,
Barros, yeah.
Yeah.
These teams,
Yes.
these teams are going.
Freiburg in the south of Germany, Real
Real
Betis,
Sociedad, Union.
Real. It's Real Sociedad, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, Real
yeah.
Sociedad, yeah.
Union Saint
They're
Gillois,
a Belgian side.
yeah. Union Saint
So why
Gillois.
can't we get Juventus and all of them and Ajax and all? Why can't I get them?
Because they're playing preliminary rounds as well, that's why, and they've dropped out of the Champions League.
Okay.
That's
So
why.
it looks
Now
like
you
we've
wanna
got
talk
a,
about
we
the
looks like we've got an easier game against those, yeah.
Now you want to judge Ten Hag like the days of old times of well. At the end of the day, for me, the day I'll celebrate is the day when the Glazers go. Savi, we lost the dual physicality day. Manchester United was stronger than us.
Yeah.
True,
In the second half, we were. I thought the first half they bullied us. The first
They
half
bullied us, yeah.
They
But only because they were
won
getting.
all the second. They won all the second balls in the
Yeah,
first.
but Nerdin, it's because we were deflated by that goal. When the captain gives away a sloppy goal like that, it completely deflated the team. It really did. And you know they're a team that can hold the ball for 90 minutes. They just keep hold of it. We can't get it off them.
Beating Liverpool, Man United beating Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Spurs, Barcelona at home this season. Trafford is a fortress. Yeah, big up to everybody. It's about fitness, competition, believe, listen to Coach. Everyone, we will run.
There's another Earth fan, yeah, saying that. Come on, man. Come on. What? Yeah, man.
Now we will. This way, I agree with Earth fan. I've been saying it all season.
Yeah.
I think to try to finish, I think we need to forget about the Europa League and try to finish higher.
That's what I'm saying, Nuruddin. When we're losing
in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Nuruddin, I told Nuruddin it's all about mentality. Yeah, mentality is good.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Second half, Fred is the player we always talking about. Very offensive minded. Yeah, central midfield. Yeah.
You need it.
Of our attacker. Marcus Thuram says he's a good striker. Marcus, hold tight, Marcus. Evening all. He says, evening everyone. United have finally broken the Spanish curse. Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Big up,
That's
to
the
everybody.
big one. That's the big headline now.
150 of you, nearly 140 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit a notification because it lets you know when we're live next time. So, Ev, we give Fred and Anthony a lot of stick some parts of the season.
Yeah, we do. I give him loads of stick, especially Anthony. I give him loads of stick.
Tonight, I thought, what did you think about that finish?
And I mean, Anthony's finish.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, it was composure. I mean, look, Nuruddin, right? I know it's not his fault, the price tag, right? But I've seen a lot of Brazilian left footers. I've seen 40 years of them, right? And I'd sort of given up on this guy like a few games ago. When he got injured, and then even a few games, I'm like, I just expected more, like I expected a lot more from Sancho. These guys, to me, are not like the star wingers that we United had. Not yet. They're not. So I don't like. I hate on them a little bit. Not hate on them. I'm just a bit down on them. I expect a lot more from these guys who are meant to be silky, offensive guys who will just create something out of nothing.
He's still young, Evan. He's still young.
I know, but Nuruddin, but come on, you can see it. You can't really say. Look at, to me, Garnacho does more than Sancho and Thingy and Anthony. I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but I think he does. And he's 18 years old and he's frail. He's weak. Like I say, he's not a man yet. So I am hard on them. But today, they're sort of what their A game is. When it works them and it's golden, they proved it to us today. Fred proved what he is in that position where he's like this flipping little bull terrier in the second half, just snapping away at your heels, etc. And the composure, sweetness of Anthony's sweet left foot. The sort of technical way that he just it's like I said, it's just a perfectly tuned shot. I didn't have to hit it hard. It was all placement and it was timing, and it was enough. And that's what he's got. That's what he's got in his locker. But me as a Man United diehard, I just want more from this guy. I want him to take people on the byline, get across the with the right foot. I expect more, because football's a very simple game. All you have to do, you take someone on and you've got an overload. You've got an advantage. You just got to take someone on. And that's why people like Mbappe and Messi and them, the old Messi, that's why they win, because they can take people on and bang, open up the game. And that's it. That's all you have to have. Offensive players. And we got one in Garnacho, only one. And actually, Frashke can do it as well. We need players to take on players and create the overload. That's all we need to do. And that's to me quintessentially is the Brazilian game, or any offensive game. So that's why I'm a bit down on him. But he really does deserve big credit today for playing out of his ass. And also, I love the way. One thing I don't diss him on. I love the fact that he tracks back. He does work hard for the team on that side. He does. As one point, I saw him playing left back, and I was like, "Where's that? Where's Wan-Bissaka?" Wan-Bissaka was like almost like in Casemiro's position, not even anywhere near the byline, and he was there. So I give him that. He has got a hard work ethic. But to me, Fred was the guy to me, and so was Varane and Martinez. Martinez is the guy. He is the captain of Man United, not Bruno. I'm sorry to say, Bruno. He needs Martinez there. What do you reckon? Do you think Martinez should be captain?
He's my captain, Irfan. He's my captain, of course. I said it a long time ago.
Captain of the team, just
Listen,
by spirit.
when you're in the stadium, you know Martinez is the captain. You know he's the captain. He plays like the captain. He congratulates everyone. He celebrates the goals like a madman. He does everything for me. For me, I said it. He's to me
by example, by example. By example.
The best centre halves I've seen at Man United in a long time. The contrast between him and Maguire. It's like it's like day and night. It's like day and night. It's like the sun.
Nuruddin, you know what I call him, Nuruddin? He's like a left centre back assassin. That's what he's an assassin. He times his tackles so well, and he does it with such force that you feel him. You feel him against him. Varane doesn't play like that. He's our most attacking like left back, as in like the way he attacks the ball to take it off you. I mean, I just watched this guy and he astounds me. He's got such a sweet left foot, and I like the fact he's pure. He's just got strength and guile. I mean, I love watching this guy defend. I really, really do. He's a proper warrior. He is. But he's a very smart, clever warrior. And that's why he should be captain in many ways. He doesn't do the hissy fits like Bruno does. He just gets on with it.
Yeah. Somebody saying that. Is that true, or somebody just taking the mick? I doubt it. You should be celebrating that the team won.
No, I don't know. I don't think Maguire. I think Maguire's had to eat some like humble pie this year and go, yeah, I'm not at the levels. These guys are better than me, and I've got to take my chance. Yeah.
Yeah, I expect him to improve. Obviously, it's difficult. To me, he needs to move out of Pogba's house. He needs to find another house for himself.
Is that where he lives, in Pogba's house?
Yeah, he lives in Pogba's house, yeah.
Wait, Pogba owns it? You mean Pogba owns it and he's not bought it off him?
I think he's...
Wait, who are you talking about again?
Maguire.
Yeah. I think he
knows
leases
that
the
Maguire
house.
lives in Pogba's house.
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony. Sorry, I was going to say.
Anthony needs to move out of Pogba's house and get another house, man. That's what he needs to do.
You think that will grant my wishes of what I want from him? Yeah.
Listen, he gets too many. That's why he's getting injuries. But tonight, I think second half he came back, and second half I thought he changed it. He's been out for 2-3 weeks now. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What was he out for? What reason? Why was he out? What was the reason?
I think it was knee like thingy or something. I think because you look at players like Anthony and you think you give them a bit of a bang, they'll be out for a couple of days, or they'll have a bruise or a couple.
But second half, he totally changed the game because he got back.
But Tom, I thought he was a Favela kid. I thought he was a kid from the Favelas.
Somebody just asked the question. Let me just finish this, please. When he came on, he stopped them overloading us on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
He knocked out Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
He got on the ball. There are times that decision-making should have been better, but the finish is wonderful. In the most time where players would have blazed that over the bar, he stayed calm and composed, and that's what it matters. In that moment, in that play where the ball was pinging around the box, he kept his cool and bent it, and he made it look easy, like Tom said. He made it look very easy. And it's not an easy skill. I'm sorry, Malcolm said that. It's not an easy skill. It's not an easy skill at time. For me, Martinez is captain, but Anthony, I expect a lot better from him next season, obviously, when he settles into this league. But I just need him to move out because there's bad luck in that Pogba house. Pogba was getting injuries a lot through United.
Oh, nerdy, you superstitious, crazy man.
I am when it comes to football.
Bloody hell.
So he needs to leave that house and needs to get himself a house, and then he needs to just work on conditioning, because the Premier League's a bit more robust and it's a bit more harder than what he was used to at Eredivisie. A bit more physical.
Oh, and it's 2 levels up. It's 2 levels up. Come on.
He needs to improve a bit more on his injury prevention, especially. So that's what it is. For me, man of the match for me was Martinez, closely followed by Varane. I thought Varane was brilliant tonight.
You think Varane was brilliant today? Do you think he was?
I thought, and then that one there, he kicked it. I mean, he didn't know he was offside.
No.
He thought that was a goal. He kicked off the line.
No.
To do that. And like a couple of times, because the way they shifted us, they shifted one side and then try to do the middle. And the way his pace got us out of trouble was really good. If that
Yeah.
was Maguire, we're dead, mate.
We're dead, yeah. We're finishing that game with Maguire.
We're absolutely dead if that's Maguire. Now we have the issue that we want more consistency from Manchester United first half performances without Ten Hag tinkering. No, 100%. I agree with you there, Arnold.
Yeah, but come on. But I'd say, Irfan, listen, Mr. Arnold, yeah. That look, I get what you're saying, but we haven't played a game of this magnitude before. This is a game where the players have to check themselves and go, am I at this level or not? Never mind the game tactics. This is the personal level, the kind of psychology of the self. So this is why I'm always thinking, because I know that I'm pretty sure that the team, apart from the winners like the Martinez's and the Casemiros and the Varane who've got 5 Champions Leagues or whatever, how many they got, right? They don't have to challenge themselves and think, can I meet? But the rest of our team, they must be asking themselves, can I do it against the top teams in the world? Because that's just sport for you. That's sports psychology. So to me, the fact that we got through it will give those players belief. So that's why it's such a vital win. But
and to be fair, that's what it's about. It wasn't about that it's in the Europa League. It's a game that should be a Champions League quarter-final, semi-final. And in that way, the whole world is watching. And what it means for the development of this team. But I hate the Europa League. I'm sorry. I just hate it. Big up director of football. So Martinez or Varane, definitely captain potential in my view. I was cringing every time Bruno came near the ball after his yellow card. No, 100%. There was a moment, I think it was Frankie de Jong, like he wanted to foul him and then he realized, shit, I'm on a yellow. And that was like the last 4 or 5 minutes, where he broke through the middle. I thought Frankie de Jong played good tonight. I thought he was.
He did. I thought he did play well.
In the first half, him and Busquets, what they were doing in the first half was really, really good. Really, really good. But listen, let's get into it. Big up, Tom. Let's get into it quickly, Irv. I've got a banging headache, so you start.
You got a banging headache?
I've got a massive splitting headache. I'm gonna drink some water. So can you start doing the player ratings, please?
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's start with De Gea, right? That save from Koundé, that header, was a wow save. That was the one wow save. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, that was a. I'm going to give him 7.5 for that save alone. But for that howler where he almost let them in, I should take it down to 7 because that was crazy. That was criminal. That was giving us all heart attacks. That back pass, to the Kessie almost. I think it was. So I'm going to give him a 7 actually. But that was a world class save against Koundé. So I'm going to give a 7. What about you, Tom? Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 7. Oh yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give him 7. Personally.
Okay, so what about Wan-Bissaka? I thought he had a reasonable game. I love the way he can track them. He didn't let Balde get past him that often. So I'll give him a 7 as well. But it's interesting how we changed him at halftime, changed him to Dalot. But it's interesting. I'll give him a 7. I thought it was decent. Marshall Balde, because Balde is one of their weapons, so I'll give him that. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah. Go on, Malcolm.
Yeah, I agree with you. 7.
Yeah, I would.
No. Okay, go right. So
6.5. Wan-Bissaka 6.5. David De Gea 6.5 from me for that house.
Yeah. Okay. So Varane then.
8.5 for me.
I give him an 8. Malcolm.
8.5.
Yeah, Tom 8.5. 8.5. Okay, and Martinez.
Ooh,
9.
9.
Yeah, I'm giving him a 9. I never give 9s, but I'm definitely giving him a 9. I'm giving him a 9. Hang on, come on, people. You need to be with us. You need to be following us. We're talking about Martinez. You're talking about Shaw, Rashford, everyone. Come on, let's follow us, guys. Come on, we haven't got to Weghorst yet. Okay, so what about Shaw? I'm going to give Shaw 7.
7. I'll give him 6.
7. No, he made some good interventions in the second half, and his athleticism gets him out of jail. You know that. It does. You don't know what his time his tackles, but his athleticism really helps us clear up second balls and things like that. So I'm going to give him a 7 as well. What are you saying, Tom?
I would have given him a 6 personally.
6. Well, it's a bit low. No, you don't think?
No. I just think that other players in the game contributed more effectively. Okay. I think when you're dealing with players like Rafinha and stuff, it doesn't surprise me that he has to be more defensive and conservative. But he kept him quiet for most of the game. That's why I would have. So I didn't see anything that blew me away, but I also didn't see any shockers. I thought
I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6.5 then. Yeah, I'll give him a 6.5. What you should score for Shaw, Nuruddin?
I'm gonna give him a 7 because second half I thought his energy.
Yeah, his energy. I thought his energy was good in the second half.
And you know what? Couple of dangerous situations. He basically took the ball. You know, he took the ball.
He did because he runs with it as well. Nuruddin runs with it. He doesn't just when the pass isn't on, he run with it, and we need that. It's really important for a left back.
He gets a 7 from me.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7. Okay, so Casemiro.
8 for me.
8, yeah.
Yeah. I'll give him an 8 as well. We are this guy. I don't know how we win without this guy. I don't know how we win any games without this guy.
He bailed De Gea out of jail with the 2 blocks.
Those 2 blocks.
He's still lying on the floor. He blocked the first time. He made the tackle, then blocked it with his body when he's lying on the floor.
Wow.
Bruno should have finished that chance.
And 2-0, the game's done.
The game's finished at 2-0. It's done and dusted.
Yeah.
We're not coming back.
We'll give him an 8. Fred, what we giving Fred?
I'm gonna give him 8.5. You know, the highest I'll ever give him because for that finish.
Wow.
That was such a crucial
Wow.
That's the highest I'm ever gonna give Fred.
Because I would give him.
Because listen, I come on here and I give him stick, so I have to be fair. Just for the control, the way he controlled that.
Yeah.
The way he took that touch like a striker, like a seasoned striker. You know, he's the guy that
but Nuruddin, the question is, is he likely to ever do that again?
No, but
no.
Oh my God, man!
He actually shinned it.
He shinned it. No, I was going to give him a 9 because I thought it was pure energy in the second half. I was going to give a 9, but
and he looked
I'm not
composed.
giving him a 9 because that first half was atrocious to me. So I'm going to give him an 8. Yeah. First half was atrocious, guys. Come on.
No, I'll give him an 8.
I'd give him an 8. I think
we're giving an 8. So, okay, so we've done Casemiro, we've done Fred. Right, okay, we're on to let's go Weghorst.
Oh, we'll go Weghorst then.
I'm going to be mean and give him a 5.
I was going to give him a 5 anyway.
No, I thought he tried. I'm going to give him 6.5 for the effort, for running around. But I didn't think that the midfield was the problem in the first half. I thought because we didn't stay calm. We kept trying to hit Rashford too early.
That first goal, the goal rattled us. That was the problem in the first half.
And we were not winning the second ball, so I'm not blaming him. 6.5 for me for the hard work.
6.5 for Weghorst. No, I mean
for me, he always gives 6.5% for me because the work rate, the level of energy and work rate that he puts in.
No, I disagree. No, I think Fred's passing him the Bible, and the Bible's saying God loves a trier. I think that's what's happening. Honestly, that's how I see it. Honestly, I don't see it any other way. Because honestly, it's just the last 2 games that I've watched this guy, and I've watched those. What you know when someone runs for the bus and you know they're never going to catch it. Yeah, this is this guy. This is who the Weghorst is. So I'm being hard, and don't get me wrong. No, but Nuruddin, professional football. It's professional football.
At the end of the day,
he's had a yard more of speed.
The reason why he's here, it's not his fault.
Yeah,
not that his fault that he's here.
No, it's not. He wouldn't be here in different circumstances.
No, actually,
listen to me. If we had a proper owners, Weghorst will never be at Manchester United.
No, he would never.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
he probably wouldn't even play in the Premier League again.
What he's doing, he knows he lacks quality.
Yeah.
What he's doing is leaving everything on that football pitch. And I thought he got tired, and I think that's why he got subbed and he changed.
No, listen, I will say, but no, I'll take back what I said because at the end of the day, when you've got a guy who's not very good, but he gives everything, I think that's good for the team psychology. I think that helps.
Yeah. Well, it's just good for the team in general because you have people who are willing to run. And that was one of the accusations at the end of last year was players weren't running enough. Yeah. And the distance was shocking.
He gives everything. He gives everything. I'll take the 5 back to 6. I'll give him a 6 actually. Yeah?
Bruno, what are we giving Bruno quickly?
Oh, I did my nutting. I swear, I did my nutting. He showed too much of the hot Portuguese head.
I thought second half he was magnificent.
7.5 for me.
Second half.
7.5.
7.5.
Nuruddin, when you're captain, Nuruddin, you've got to control that hot blood. You're captain. You're there to set an example. You've got to control that hot blood inside his system.
It's just the adrenaline, though. He's an adrenaline junkie. That's the problem.
You're captain. You can't afford to do that. We almost lost this game because of him. We almost lost it because of him.
I think an 8 for the second half performance for me. He gets an 8. And I don't think that was a pen for me. The guy went down and bought the referee.
Right, we're not debating anymore.
But I feel like Bruno.
Sancho, what are you giving Sancho?
I'm going to give Sancho 6.5. 6.5.
Yeah,
No, I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a
6.5.
6.
He's not showing the level of presence he needs
I'll
to be
give him
Man
a-
United player.
He
yet.
needs more
I'll give him a
games.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The confidence,
I'll give him
he's
a
a
6.
confidence player. The
6.
confidence needs to go up a couple of levels.
Listen, the problem was with midfield in the first half. Midfield was horrendous, and he couldn't get into the game. But I thought his tracking back was really good. The only thing that when he lapsed was that when Kunde, that header.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he
not
lost his
player
man
at all. Yeah, but Nuruddin, where was Shaw there? Where was Shaw?
Of the pitch.
up the field.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was wondering, I said, how do you get a header in? How come Sancho's there supposedly marking him? Wow. We were lucky we were there. Okay, so look, with Sancho, right. So we've done Sancho. Who's next? Rashford.
Rashford. He gets a 7 from me today, you know. Because
7?
he didn't score. Do you know why he didn't score?
I don't think he was in the game.
You could tell,
I don't.
Nah, that was too high.
but you can tell every time he got the ball, the Barcelona defense were all in a panic.
Yeah,
They were all
They were.
panicking. And that, to me, psychologically, he gets a 7 from me
Yeah.
personally.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take that. I'll give him a 7.
He
as well.
gets a 7
Yeah.
because every time he got on the ball, they were panicking.
Mm.
I'm giving Anthony for second half coming on 8. He gets an
Yeah, I'll
8.
give Anthony an 8.
Yeah,
as well.
I'd agree.
Yeah, 8 man. 8 man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rashford.
Just because of the finish. The finish was
Rashford had
incredible.
Come on, Aini, until you're having a laugh.
Nah, that guy, nah, he's a troller. He's trolling. He's trolling.
Rashford 3. Wow. Shit. You know.
He's-
Maybe Rashford's standards are so high, yeah, that people expecting miracles from this guy. Yeah.
I think he's trolling. He's trolling.
Listen, everyone has an off day, though. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
they do.
It's
By
the
his
ultimate
standards,
troll.
by this season standards, he was off. Yeah.
Boyfriend.
Yeah.
Nuruddin, boyfriend. Who's my
Who's that
boyfriend?
one?
You?
Who's that?
You know Rashford? Okay. Anthony A, and then
Yeah,
Garnacho.
we got Anthony's score. You got your Tom. You get Anthony's score.
Yeah,
You mark-
I agreed with 8.
And then
Okay, so and then wait a second. Who we got left now? Huh?
Garnacho.
Oh, Garnacho. Yeah, I thought Garnacho was good. I thought he stretched him.
7.
7.5.
Seven.
Garnacho. I like that. He stretched him. He ran at them, which is good.
And McTominay gets a 6.5 from me.
Nah, he's 5, man. 5.5.
Five,
Yeah,
man, 5.
6.5. I thought he did the big thing, like wasting time, holding up the ball there and doing what he did.
You mean not non-football things? That's what you're applauding him for. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what we needed in the last 10 minutes. That's what we needed.
All right. Okay. I just think this guy has been found out this year under
Eric
Ten
Ten
Hag.
Hag.
That he can't be Man United player. He's in the same. I put him in the same ballpark of Weghorst. He shouldn't really be playing for Man United.
Eric Ten Hag.
He gets a 10 from me. He gets
Or
a 10.
10 man.
10.
That'll be a 10.
10.
Not even
man.
debatable. Both
Because
of these.
Ten Hag.
If we're
Nuruddin,
concluding both
if
for
you
the
assess
games,
that game, Nuruddin, you're asking yourself, how the hell did we win? And the only thing I can think of is the manager. I can't think of any other reason how we won that game.
just
Probably
the
manager.
tactical switches in games, and people. One of the criticisms when we actually brought him in originally was he doesn't know when to make the substitutions at the right time. I think that was a myth, if I'm being completely honest with you. The timing of substitution.
No.
I don't know, Tom. I don't know, Tom. I think he didn't
Tom,
know.
let
I
me finish.
think
Tom,
he
let
learned
me
the
finish.
game yet. I didn't think he
Let
knew.
me say something to Tom. Usually, when he's got a set team, he only makes changes way late. But
Yeah.
he's realized to freshen players up.
Yeah.
He's realized for the
But he
amount
doesn't
of
have that
what he's
squad. That's
doing,
what I mean. He
in the
doesn't have that
Premier League,
freedom.
in the Premier League, he has to change. So he's changed his mentality.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I agree with
More
Nuruddin because
flexible.
yeah,
He's
I
more
think he's
flexible.
making those substitutions a lot earlier than he used to. Yeah, he's not dwelling
Yeah.
anymore.
I think it's. I think it's a good
He
thing.
brought
Though, at the end of the day.
Garnacho. He brought Garnacho very earlier than I expected.
That's what I mean. You bring a player on like Garnacho, but
Yeah.
in a sense, he's not bringing him on to score or create chances. He's bringing him on to stretch the defence and then open spaces up for such as Bruno to operate in and put a ball in the box.
Yeah.
Like he did, for example, with the chances.
Tom, but you say
Listen,
that.
let
Tom,
me just
but-
get this. Big up, say Miyasi. Say Miyasi says, "Good, you won. We will see you in the final. We have Jorginho. No problem. Spanish league has gone down. Oh my God!
We can fight
Chelsea
Zayn
reject.
for free
Chelsea
entertainment.
reject. Oh, Chelsea reject. Chelsea reject.
Ah,
You've got
Oh,
Chelsea
my God.
reject. Say Miyasi. You
Mm.
can't even sign players. You got Chelsea rejects. Why do all the Chelsea rejects go to your football club? It's embarrassing.
crazy, man. It's crazy.
I gotta give him Nuruddin his entertainment for free. Zayn always provides free entertainment. I give him that.
Yeah.
No, what I was saying to Tom though, but I mean, look, you say that, but I mean, it's difficult because I just think that he was dwelling on the substitutions too long, right? I just thought he didn't quite understand the game in the detail that he needed to understand it. Because when I used to just analyze what he was doing, I always thought in the first like 10 games or so, I always thought it was 10, 15 minutes late with the substitutions. Now, what I'm saying about Garnacho though is that I don't think Garnacho works as a halftime player. I don't think he's physically strong enough yet. He works as a 70-minute mark play, 70 minutes into the game, or even 65. I think that's where you get the most out of him. His level of physicality and fitness at the moment. That's how I see it. And that's where it works. It doesn't work. You can't do 50 minutes or 60 minutes or 45. I don't think you can do it yet.
No. That comes, like I say, with coaching or the experiences. Sometimes at the end of the day, I'm not saying that he needs a loan or anything, but if he went out on loan and he's playing 90 minutes week in, week out, like such as Ahmad's getting that experience, Hannibal's getting that experience at Birmingham, where they're playing 3 games a week, Championship or League One level, whatever, and they're getting that experience under them belt, playing full 90-minute games and everything. In a physical, demanding setting like the Championship is, it's still English football at the end of the day. Playing in those sort of circumstances, Garnacho was almost, how can I say, he's not being wrapped up in cotton wool, but he's using him in the moments where he needs somebody to come on who isn't going to necessarily be a player that's going to come on and absolutely tear the whole game apart and things like that. That's when those kind of players are like Anthony, who is ready-made, ready to go now. That will be Garnacho maybe in a couple of years with some proper illustrating and coaching with it. But the future's bright for a lot of our young players anyway, because at the end of the day, I look at Ten Hag and I think he has a plan for every player in this squad, irrespective of how he decides with them, like with Maguire or whatever, or McTominay and that. He has a plan for them at the end of the day, and if that plan's to come on for 5-10 minutes and shore up a game, then that's the plan. And at the end of the day, he'll get to the summer. He's had one season with these players already. He's going to know the weeds in the garden, and he'll get rid of them at the end of the day.
I mean, I think another point though, Tom, is that it's like, we look at Garnacho, we look at his age, we think, like, what is he? He's 18, isn't he? Yeah, is he 19?
Yeah.
I think he's 18.
How old is Jude Bellingham?
Oh, 19.
He's 19 as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jude's 20.
19.
Listen, I gotta get the super.
Let him get a super chat. Go on,
listen, I'm telling you, Zayn Yassi smoking a horrible pipe tonight. He's back on it. He's been sensible for a couple of weeks. Yeah. Now he's back on the horrible stuff in that pipe. I'm telling you. That pipe needs to be checked. You need to get a VAR check on that pipe. VAR check on that pipe. I'm telling you.
Oh, my God.
He's got Real Madrid rejects. Why did Madrid let them go? Jorginho nearly won the Ballon d'Or. Qatar buy us instead. London is better investment.
Listen, they already own half of London.
They already own half of London. They already own half of London. Yeah.
They just don't
own the Emirates. They own the Emirates a bit smelly with that same acid pack stuff. I don't want to go near it. I'm telling you.
I was there. I was in London last night. They are hardcore Arsenal fans.
How was his birthday? Did you have a good birthday?
Oh my God, Nuruddin! I wish you were there last night. I wish you were there to see that. I saw something special last night. I really did. I really, really did. He had about 8 other people come on and guest performances on his 60th. Loads of Nigerian guys. It was like little Nigerian there last night. I won't lie.
But it was one of our friends and their friend's birthday last night.
Yeah, he's a famous musician in Nigeria. He's lived in London the last 15 years, but it was his 60th last night at a jazz cafe in Camden, London. And he played for 3 hours, and I swear to God, I mean, electric atmosphere. And then all these people just came out of nowhere to perform with him. Amazing. His name is Deli Soshimi. That's his name. Yeah, Oludele Soshimi. Yeah, that's his name. Amazing. If you're from Nigeria, and you love your old vintage African music, you'll know who this guy is.
I hope that answers you, Saying. Saying is on that one tonight. He's honestly smoking the pipe.
It's a bit of jealousy, Nuruddin. That's a good thing. Yeah. It's a bit. He knows that he's hoping to come on and we're going to lose, and with the fact we keep winning, we're destroying in a way his magical seasons having Arsenal. That dream season I have been right would be even better if we were just down in the dumps. But the fact that
we took it away from them anyway. Huh? We took it away from them when we took the unbeaten record, did we not? So
yeah, we did. No, but you have to admit they got giddy again because of the last win.
I'll come back on the channel as well. Jarvis, let us know next time you want to come on. Let us know. He says,
Is this Norwegian Jarvis Cocker, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garnacho is great taking on his man, fearless, full of courage, lacks the tactical knowledge when it comes to killing time, but he's young, so he'll forgive him. Yeah. I thought what he did in there when he got past two, he absolutely killed Koundé. Yeah. And then it was the granddad that got him. The granddad, Busquets got him. And try to grab him. He tried to strangle him.
He did. He got a yellow card for it. Yeah, he did. That's the only way. You say what Casemiro does. Casemiro and Busquets do the same type of fouls. They're not daft, you know. But I was interested in watching De Jong play, or Frankie De Jong. I was interested to see what he would do in this game because I was weighing up potentially where we need this guy or not. What's your thoughts?
Well, let me just would you buy HKN Music. Big up, brother. Thanks for the super chat. He says Hogwarts and Aaron Bissaka got to be bent for Dalot and Anthony Sunday.
We'll see.
I don't know. It's hard to call that one. It's hard to call.
He's got options. That's the thing. Yeah. He's got the options now because players are back. But go on, Earth, and ask your question.
I forgot what my question was. You were about De Jong. About Frankie De Jong. Would you take him in our team? Do you think he'd do the business in our team?
Are you kidding me? Did you see what he was doing in the first half?
Yeah,
he's He's so good at carrying the ball, switching the play. Oh.
Yeah. He's got the engine there. He's got the engine. Yeah.
And the defensive coverage that he's got is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Defensively, how much he covered them tonight in the first half, especially. How many times he was there, right place.
Yeah, but Nuruddin, because Busquets is immobile, he puts all the pressure on Frankie De Jong. It really does.
It's not even that though. Pedri and Gavi aren't playing as well.
So that's it. I keep forgetting that
you've got no young blood, no energy.
No, they've got no energy. Yeah.
But we said in the summer though, when we brought Casemiro in, effectively we should have brought both of them in if we could have. Both of them in, And you could have flocked the Anthony deal because you overpaid anyway.
Yeah.
And you could have put that towards getting Frankie De Jong or whatever. But unfortunately, anyway, the player just didn't want to come. Ultimately, and some cases you can find a quality player and you can haggle them. But
Tom, do you think that could change now that we've beaten him? He's seen that that should change the player's mind, don't you think? No,
I don't think so. No, because I still think the way that they're building in their own country and everything. I mean, they're still top of the league at the end of the day. They're still going to win trophies, Barcelona potentially. So I don't necessarily think it's a case of who go for whatever, but. When I look at a player like Frankie De Jong, I think when you've had one go at trying to get him and you had to run around on the last days of the window and you had to just get somebody, and luckily we landed on someone like Casemiro instead of a Rabiot, for example, which could have been a completely different scenario.
Didn't we have this with Bruno, though? We had this with Bruno, but we were going to get him, we didn't get him.
Yeah, for the first summer in the end of the day, but then we ended up getting him in January.
So why can't we get Frankie De Jong the same way?
I don't know. I just don't see what. How can I say it? I don't see what it is that we need. I think in terms of a quality player himself, I think yes, you stick him in this team. He's there with Fernandes and Casemiro.
Yeah, he'll improve us big time.
I just think for the price tag that we will have to pay for him and all of the hassle that we would have to go through to convince him potentially again, if we can't go there and get burnt again. That's all I'm saying.
No, but what I'm saying,
then we need a backup plan.
Yeah, but I was saying,
wait there, 1 second. Same acid, big up for the super chat. Says Saka signed a new contract. Yeah, he signed a new contract, so you get a bit more money when Real Madrid come calling. So you know, Rice is
they are going to know it. They're going to come calling.
Rice is coming to us.
Yeah, man.
De Jong is overrated, and then HK Music replied to him and says, saying Frankie De Jong would be your best player. Not sure how he's overrated. Facts.
I'll throw a question to Zayn then.
No, but all I'm saying, to go back to Tom, I'm saying surely that might make him think a little bit more. I
think psychologically it will make him think. There was a statement that Sabitzer made when he came the first time with RB Leipzig when we played them in the Champions League, and he said, "I look at this stadium and I think I could play. I envision playing here one day." And long and behold, he has. He had the opportunity to come and he said, yes, I want to go, even if it's for 6 months. Even with Sabitzer, for example, I think he's a player that we need. Just in the squad itself, with how thin our squad is, we need somebody like that. Frankie De Jong, for me, would be the sort of dream player to fit this team. But unfortunately, you can throw money at players. You can sell them the dream, like we tried to sell him in the summer. And sometimes you just can't convince somebody at all. Zidane, I don't know how many English clubs with great history in this league tried to convince him to come to England, and he was like, England just isn't for me at the end of the day. And he played his careers out in, obviously, with the French national team, Real Madrid, Juventus. Some players just don't want to play in this league, and they don't see what the hype is. That's the only thing. I think it's just the problem, though. That's the only thing. And if we chase him, I don't want to be chasing one player all summer again.
But the thing is, though, Tom,
that's the problem.
Let me just get this. Same Yassi. It's back again. He says, De Jong won't make the Arsenal.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, Zayn, man. Oh, my God, man.
Crazy.
How do you think Jorginho's better than Frankie De Jong? How?
De Jong and Odegaard would cook.
No, but,
let's be real.
But Tom, can I just make the final point?
God.
Can I just make the final point?
No, Tom, don't say that. Tom, don't say that, man.
I just want to make the final point.
I'm getting business, man.
Why I disagree with a little bit, or why I've got a different spin on it, is because everybody knows at the moment that the league to come to at the moment is the Premier League. It's not La Liga. It's not Bundesliga. It's not Serie A. It is and it's not even close at the moment because everyone wants to come here. Absolutely everyone. And I think that's why I asked you the question about Frankie De Jong, because let's be honest, we are the Premier League is way ahead of everyone at the moment in terms of what everyone because of the money as well. Not just football, because of the money as well.
Yeah, of course.
And the money for the first time.
The thing is, though, that I just don't understand anyway, is that the club that he's at right now owe him so much money. They still owe him about
17 million or something,
Well, it was 17 million. They've ended up paying him majority of it already. I think he's still owed about 6 billion, like 6 million euros.
6 million.
6 million euros, I think he's still owed. So that's about £5 million that he's still owed. But when a club basically have you forking out and basically restoring your life around that one club. When he joined from Ajax and he made an interview with them, he said, "This is my dream club and this is where I want to stay." He had an offer from Manchester City at that time and he didn't take it to come to the Premier League. And that was to work with one of the best coaches in Pep at the time. Barcelona was still in turmoil as a club at that time.
I think that's the Cruyff connection. I think that's the Dutch connection with Barcelona. I think he's part of that. I do think he's part of that because obviously Cruyff will talk to him. It can only be that reason. It could be anything else.
When Ten Hag walked out, people say this myth about Ten Hag and what club would he actually ever leave United to go to? I think Barcelona probably would be one of those things, just because of the connection that the Dutch football and the history and legacy of a lot of those players. You ask any Dutch player, you ask Robin van Persie, you ask Dennis Bergkamp, what's the one club that always steeps a bit of history or a bit of legacy in your mind? Regardless if they say Arsenal, where they've played before or wherever, the one club that they would think of outside the box would be Barcelona or Ajax. They're the two main clubs that they would look at and think, those are the two ones that are a part of my heart, or they have some sort of attachment to me. But I look at Frankie de Jong and I think, if he did come at the end of the day, I think at the end of the day he would probably complete the midfield, and that's the basis of the facts.
Tom, hold it there. HK Music says, thanks for the super chat, bro. He says, how Partey, Juninho, and Xhaka are nowhere near Frankie de Jong. United need to go for Caicedo, Frankie de Jong, or Valverde this summer. Oh, I would love Valverde at United. Oh my God.
Valverde or Camavinga for me.
To me, Valverde, I rate that guy so much. What an energy. That guy.
No, he's incredible energy. This guy's got incredible energy.
Unbelievable. 100% he will improve us. Of course, special player. Same Yasser said, Premier League's the best. After we win the league, we'll get Benzema, Tony to lead us to the Champions League. Jesus is coming back also.
Zayn, are you funding all these transfers, or do you just come off with these off your tongue, man?
Does he mean Ivan Toney? Yeah,
he probably does. No, you can take Tony Marshall. He's not specified. Take him off as Go on.
Take Tony Marshall.
Take Tony Marshall.
Well, I'll get it again. Premier League is the best. After we win the league, we'll get Benzema and Tony to lead us to the Champions League, and Jesus is coming back also. Davey Astley, I'm not lying to you. You're back on the usual pipe. You were off it for a month. You stayed away from that pipe for a month. You were on a clean pipe. Now you're back to your good old pipe, mate. Good old pipe. Absolutely something.
Wow.
I can't see ever.
No,
way,
no, no,
Stevie,
no,
no way.
What a
No
way.
way.
He's not. No.
no. Him, Camavinga, and
Mm.
Tchouaméni, they're the three that are going to lead the guard from the Casemiro.
I mean,
Kroos and
these two
Modric
teams
era.
of Barcelona and Real Madrid. Because they've got the building, obviously, next generation. Who's
Yeah.
got more young players? Who's sort of ahead in terms of the young rebuild? Is it? I can't work
Probably,
it out.
think-
probably Barca, I would say.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
because
it'd
of
be Barcelona.
the academy connection that they have.
Gavi,
Whereas
Petru, Ansu Fati,
Madrid,
Frankie de Jong.
Balde,
Kunde's quite young, but Kunde, I think Kunde's a waste in that right back. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he brings them.
I think he's a centre half at
Is he
heart.
centre
but
back?
he's
He's
more
not right.
of a centre. He's more of a centre back. He's more of a centre back.
Listen, he does all right for them. Let me just get these super chats. Saying says, big up, Advocate. Yeah, 100%. I agree. I'm worried about that. Ten Hag will manage Barcelona one day. Partey levels above De Jong. That's what Samias is saying. HK Music says, Qatari guy liked my tweet and followed me when I told him to buy Benzema. He's coming to United.
How many years has he got left? I can't work it out.
Listen, HK Music, can you write your Twitter out, please? Can you tweet at me? This is my Twitter. Are we following each other? Make sure we're following each other.
That guy, Red Devil, yeah.
Yeah, that guy, Red Devil. Tag me in a tweet.
Yeah,
But
tag him in the
Samias,
tweet. Yeah.
Listen, Samias, you smoke, honestly.
What's he said now?
With every sock, you're getting crazier. With every talk, he's going to your head.
Oh my god!
Big up. Is he a Qatari journalist? HK Music. Who's the guy?
Yeah, he's a Qatari journalist. That's.
Yeah.
But did you know when you see that?
Never wanted to leave Barcelona club. Wanted to sell him to reduce the wage bill. Yeah, it's true. I agree with that.
Well, the club wanted to sell him, but he just didn't want to go at the case. That was the problem.
Same party you've been raving about. It's the same guy running from facing big teams. Yeah, 100%. Is that your Twitter? Is that your Twitter, German Can? HKN, yeah, German. Okay, big up. I'll find you. I think Evan Tony would actually be good fit. Big, strong mobile to keep away from the...
I'm making up my comment tonight.
1 second. He says, big up director of football. He says, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't subscribe, people. We're on the 7K, people. 7K. I think Ivan Toney would actually be a good fit. Big, strong mobile. Just keep him away from the local William Hill.
Oh my god!
It's funny, Nuruddin, though. But you know, in terms of the Premier League, it's interesting because you got this guy being done for massive betting fraud, and you got City hanging over that with their issues as well. It's mad. Beyond the football,
he's getting a lengthy ban. He's getting a lengthy ban.
Oh mate, he's getting a lengthy ban. Fine.
He's really lucky.
Yeah.
You think about the amount of charges that City have breached as a club. He's breached pretty much that as a player. That's how bad that is.
Wow. Has he been doing it for years? Yeah.
He's been doing it since they've been in the Premier League because obviously when you're in the Premier League, the odds reductions go up, you see. And when you're in the Premier League, when you've got all the different odds and everything, if you put the odds up, say you score, or I don't know, you get a yellow card or something like that, if you do it for a certain amount of times, over time, you then influence the markets because then this is where they get found out in terms of, well, it depends. It's not so much how much you win or what you bet, what you're doing. It's how persistent you bet on what you're doing, effectively.
Yeah.
Like there's the scandal with the Thai, was it the snooker player who's been done for the exact same thing, just in snooker. I think his name is Bing Tao. When he's done all this, well, they call it match fixing in snooker anyway. It's basically the same case in this, but it's under the what do they call it now? Is it the betting guide? I can't remember what it is. Financial betting guidelines or something like that. FA regulations or something like that. But no, a couple of players have done it before in the past, and they've been given lengthy bans. Kieran Trippier's the obvious one that I can remember. Anyway, when he left Spurs to go to Atletico, they carried the ban over there, and I think he got like a 6 to 10 match ban, was it? I can't remember. It were quite a big one, to be fair.
No,
to
no,
say
yeah,
that
yeah.
they said that
What's
they
his name?
bought him.
Yeah, Trippier got a
Trippier.
ban as well. Listen, HK and Music, I can't find you. But you can find me. That guy Red Devil, tap me in a tweet. Are we following each other? Let me know because I can't find you, bro. Irfan, see if you can find that Twitter, Irfan, and tag me.
What is it? What is it again? What is it?
Yeah, it's on the screen, yeah.
At chair, lowercase.
Chairman, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
No, chairman, not man.
MAHKN.
Chairman. Yeah, okay.
I can't find him on here.
I think he spelled it wrong. Yeah.
I can't find it either.
Hang on a second. What was it again? KHN.
Yeah,
Go back again, Nuruddin.
It's CHARAIR MAHKN.
Oh, HKN. I've got KHN.
No,
MAHKN.
No, he's not in, Nuruddin. He's not here.
I can't. No.
We can't find him. Maybe you've got a setting. Maybe you've
just add Nuruddin's account on it is the easier thing to do, and then you can just tag him in it.
Yeah, Arsenal have been the only club to outplay United in both matches this season. Plus, we're the top of the league. This for a moment, we're better.
Oh,
you could say that. You could say that. But players now, mate. If you players now,
there you go. Hang on.
No, listen, Nuruddin. If we had Casemiro in that game, we wouldn't have lost. We might have drawn. We wouldn't have lost though.
No, I don't think we'd have lost.
No way would we have lost that game against them.
There you go, actually. Ed's put the comment up about Tony there for you, Nuruddin. Just put it up about the actual charges that he's got. Just put Ed's comment up.
Tony's been charged with 200 betting offences.
Wow.
So over a 4-year period.
That's crazy.
He's done worse than City then.
Yeah, but will they make an example of him? I don't get it because I don't know what kind of example.
They're going to ban him.
They'll ban him.
The longer they delay, the better.
The worse it looks.
Brentford get more points up there to be safe. You know what I mean? Because they're going to miss.
But wait a second. But what's the precedent? Who else has been done for betting and got massive bans?
Kieran Trippier did it.
Trippier got banned. I think for about 8 games, something like that.
8 games.
There was a Newcastle player who did it years ago. I think with Colaccini, the centre half. I think he did it, but it wasn't as severe. I think he got like a fine for it at the end of the day. But loads of players do it nowadays, but it just depends on if they're persistent with doing it at the end of the day. But you find that with a lot of these, such as players such as with Ivan Toney, for example, they don't earn the big bucks. That's the problem.
There is a fan. Remember,
3 months.
What? Tony must be on 70 grand a week, no?
I think he's about 55.
Right.
He's not 7. I don't think he's near 70.
That's how long he was banned. 3 months. Trippier.
Oh, 3 months.
3 months, and that wasn't even that severe either. Wow.
3 months. Wow.
Oh, he's done for that. They might cook him for a season. They might cook him for a season.
Yeah, big up Jarvis Cooker. So, Nuruddin, can you give Ariana Rashid a shout out? He DM'd me to say he's a big fan of the channel and admire your take on both football and politics. Tell him lots of love. Big up Ariana Rashid. Big up. More than welcome.
HKN's just mentioned you now, Nuruddin.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll check it now.
So just check your Twitter and then it should come up in your mentions bar.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, big up everybody. There we go. I got him. There you go. Got you, bro. We got you now. We got you. Gonna follow him. Big up, brother. That's my king there. That's my brother there. Followed him. He's on a private jet. Big up HK Music. His name is Adewale Adelika. I can't say it. Adewale. That's
Nigerian. Adewale, yeah.
His uncle is a billionaire, Irfan. His uncle is a billionaire.
Yeah, he said about that.
He wanted to buy Arsenal.
Yes.
What? This guy's uncle's a billionaire.
He's the Nigerian billionaire that tried to buy Arsenal.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
True.
Yeah, this guy, he runs the, Davido. He runs Davido. That's his record label, HKN Music.
Oh shit! Right. Wow. So he does Davido.
Yeah.
That's Afro beats. It's not it's pop, but I understand who he is.
He runs that's the record label. So big up our brother, man. HK
Oh,
Music,
come on,
big up.
man. You should be giving us 50 grand a time, not £5. Come on, man.
No. We don't listen. We don't want 50 grand. We don't want 50 grand. But we need to invite him on the channel. I want to get HKM Music. I want you to come on the channel, talk about football, man. Come. I want you to.
Nah, I need to talk about music, man. I need to talk about music. You know what I mean? Give us David the latest.
Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham.
Your thoughts on Jude Bellingham? My thoughts on Jude Bellingham is that if they want 150 million, they can go and sing for it, dance for it, take their clothes up for it.
Yeah, 150 euros, 30.
No chance. The most I'll pay for him, Jude Bellingham, is 75 million. Other than that, see you later.
I'd pay this. Do you know what? Do you know something? Right? I'd pay the exact same what I'd pay for Declan Rice, probably about 70 million. And that's
don't
the
you
minimum.
think Declan will go for more than 70 this year?
He will go for Bellingham will go for more than what Rice does, but they'll go both of them. West Ham and Dortmund will charge at least 100 million for either of them because Chelsea. I'll tell you something for a fact, right? Chelsea and Todd Bowley broke the midfield market with what they did with Fernandes because Fernandes was nowhere near from one World Cup £100 million midfielder. Not in Christ was he at the end of the day. So they've broken the market in that case because Dortmund will just say, well, there was a player at Benfica that went for 100 million euros or 100 million pounds.
Yeah, listen.
He wasn't worth that.
Listen, can we please big up? It's just me, 43. Can we pay a please tribute to the voice of our generation? A voice, if you ever like football,
John.
A voice of the FA Cup, the BBC, World Cup, whatever match of the day, John Motson. What an absolute voice. Him and I like Barry Davies. Barry Davies is my favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite.
Really? You like Barry Davies? Oh,
yeah, Barry Davies for me is my favorite commentator.
These are both of my generation, Motson and Barry Davies.
For the service that he gave to football, though, he needs to be Sir. He needs to have the Sir title.
Barry Davies is 70s. And Motson is 70s and 80s.
Well. Yeah. Barry Davies did the tennis as well, Wimbledon.
Yeah.
That's why I love
No, I don't know. He was a bit twisted. I don't know.
I'm talking about the voice. I'm just talking about a voice about football.
Yeah, same here.
World Cup for me, Barry Davies, but John Motson for me was a brilliant.
I thought Motson.
His family and friends.
Yeah.
He's been ill. I think 77 is still young. I know people who live until they're in their 90s. Really well in their 90s.
No, it's a good innings. That's a good innings.
Yeah, 77. Big up to him and for all the service to football. So RIP and hearts and minds are with his family and friends at this difficult time. I know that he was struggling with illness apparently, but sending him lots of love to Motson, man. Motti, that famous coat for me. That famous coat.
Sheepskin. He's a sheepskin boy. Sheepskin.
Yeah, the famous coat. He used to get it out in the winter.
Everyone used to go to football in the 70s and 80s. Used to wear the same coat. Everyone used to wear them. When we used to go Man City and United, you see them all the time. Everyone had sheepskin back in those days.
There we go. Before we end it, here's a question for the panel. What's your take on Clement Turpin?
Clement Turpin, yeah.
He's to slate him, but I say he improved in the second half, changed his line and giving on soft touch free kicks. Yeah, 100%. But I don't like him. I do not like him. I hate that referee.
No.
Honestly. I despise that referee.
I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
And you know what? I always thought he was going to give something dodgy decision.
I swear he was. He was.
Says, R.I.P. Motti. There you go.
Is he elite level? This Turpin, is he one of the elite panel? Yeah.
I think. Do you know something? Right? Can you remember that scandal that I showed you, Nuruddin? I can't remember what it was. It was one of the major UEFA referees who refereed a Man United game. I'm sure it was though, and he was involved in some corruption and organised crime group that got arrested in. Was it? Romania or
German
Serbia, or was it a German referee? I couldn't remember which it was anyway. But it was an absolute scandal. He's just back refereeing. No charges, no nothing. Just completely scot free.
Crazy. Listen, 180 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, people. Become part of the family, people. Here we have a laugh. We still one of the most interactive channels on YouTube, people. It's a family here. Therapy army. We're having it. We disagree. We scream at each other just like family. We F and blind like everybody else. We're reactionary at times. But we can also be very calm, very logical, very rational. We can be all of those things. So big up, Tom. Make sure you give Tom a like as well, people. I think his battery died. Refs.
Mine's about to die as well, Nerdy. Mine's going to die in a minute.
Like old Man United. So we'll just say simple, people. Please follow each other. Big up to HK and Music. Big up to that brother. Followed him now. Hopefully get him on the channel. Big up to every one of you. Tom Journalist 1, if you want to follow him, people. Tom Journalist 1. Irfan Rainey on Twitter. A lot of politics and some music on Instagram. Malcolm Kalisa on Twitter and I think on Instagram as well. And make sure you also follow our brother Khalis Ramadan Lassi. It's at Khalis Ramadan Lassi on Twitter as well. Big up to all of you. Big tributes to Motti. I expect the match of the day this weekend to be, you know,
he's Mr. Match of the Day, Nuruddin. For years, he was Mr. Match of the Day. He was.
Yeah. Big up to United Real Therapy. Big up to you all. Honestly, this channel is you. He's back because he knows just to play the game. Yeah, they go. Big up to every one of you. Love and light, people. Please look after yourselves. Take care of each other. I'm gonna try to rewatch the second half.
Yeah, same here. I want to watch it. Where are you going to watch it from, Nuruddin? Have you got a link?
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, I want to watch it. Yeah.
Stay here, and I'll send you the link. Big up, and love and light, people. Good night. We'll catch you in the next one.
Take care, people. Take care.
Tomorrow night, tomorrow night we'll be doing a preview to the cup. But let me just get this. Xavi, I know him, Sheikh Jazim bin Al-Tatin, so well. He's a very good person. He will be a good option for Manchester United. I know him well because I worked in Qatar for 6 years. Yeah, that's the Bristol Bank.
You think that's got any clout, what he's saying, Nuruddin?
I don't know. Quick question to end. What do you think we'll meet in the next round? I don't care, really. I hate the Europa League, Jarvis, honestly. But I don't think, Irfan, are you bothered who we meet next round?
No.
Malcolm?
Nuruddin, I said to you, I wasn't bothered if we lost today. I wasn't that bothered, I won't lie. Because I think it'll help us out. I think it'll help the season out in the end.
Good night. Like I said, here we go. Win, lose, or draw. Bristol University Bankers out. Glazers out. Yeah. I don't know about Qatar.
Always.
Yeah. Big up, Malcolm. Take care, people. Good night. Stay here, Irfan. I'll send you the